What's going on, guys? Mastermatic here. So we've had a bit of a change of plans today. I had totally planned to do some Pokemon since I had to push the Halo thing back to I'm gonna say Thursday. Didn't have everything ready in time, and then I was gonna do Pokemon today instead. And then turns out, still, I didn't have the ability to have that ready because I got to do some shit with my team, and I didn't have time to get that taken care of either. So we're just doing some Sword Tour. We're just continuing on with our counselor. It could be a counselor, I guess. And we're here to go ahead and continue on with the story. Thankfully, I don't have anything to really catch up on with our character here, so that is nice. It's beneficial. Instant channeled needs to be, yeah. And then we're searching for some sick Jedi. Oh, way out there. Way the fuck out there.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
Yeah, well, it's kind of loud, isn't it? It is kind of loud. There we go. I think I had my volume up, if I remember correctly. I had it up because I was trying to do some editing while watching some shit on my TV at the same time. So, kind of had to be able to have the volume high enough to listen to both audio sources. It's funny because I was actually just in earlier this morning. There was someone who was like, "Yo, so I just got the Togruta from the previous flash sale because we had one of those. It was one of the daily sales, and it was like the Togruta species was like half off or whatever." I of course bought mine during that big sale that happened between August and September. And oh, hello. You are Kira. You look, I don't know. You made Kira look dark-sidey. Yeah, it was like what class works best for the Togruta, and honestly, I think, especially playing it, a female consular.
Hey there, Captain Childress. I want to thank you for taking the time to see me. You did nice work on that land claim mess. Like we flew this many troops to the armpit of the galaxy so some kids could play Pioneer. It'll take way more than it's worth to make this planet livable. Only thing interesting about Terrace is that it's the worst failure the Republic's ever had.
The destruction of Terrace was a terrible loss.
And we almost let it happen again on Coruscant. 300 years after Terrace, we still don't know squat about how to defend against a bombardment once ships are in low orbit.
Look to the past, to reclaim the future.
If you mean studying dusty records might save my men's lives, you got that right. I sent commandos to defend a research team at the crash site of the Endar Spire, the last Republic warship shot down over this planet. If we're lucky, that ship recorded the whole bombardment. But my teams lost contact, which means there are desk jockeys in the wild with the most valuable data on Terrace.
What's this ship? Why is it so valuable?
There were Jedi aboard back in the day. Now, we hope it's got data on the attackers. The crash site's a ways out, fast as you can make it. I don't know if we've got survivors. Research team's your number 2 priority. Data's the most important thing. Take anything the Endar Spire recorded to Commander Viki at the outpost.
Alright, wanted to get that going, figured I'd just yak on the way to the actual mission. So, yeah, I was like, I feel like the female consular fits perfectly. First of all, a Jedi just in general fits pretty well, right? Because the Togrutas are naturally gifted in the Force. So, they make for a strong... They make a strong case for them being a Force user. I feel like since they're so gifted in the Force, I feel like they work better as a consular than a knight, simply because, to me, that it feels like they should be more about Force powers, right? So then you go with the consular, which I also went with consular because I wanted to... I've heard people like the female consular's voice, so I thought maybe it would be... What? Old ship. Dreaming old dreams, I think. Yeah, okay. So I feel like it'd be fitting. We're not even there yet. Here we are. What now, dude? You already said that. Shush. And, God, now I forgot what I was saying. Damn lizard. So that's why I feel like the female works better. Plus, like, most of the Togrutas that we see doing things as Jedi in Star Wars, you got Ahsoka, you got Shakti, you got, in this game specifically, you have Ashara. Like, it just feels like it fits better, in my opinion. So, to me personally, I feel like a female Jedi consular is just the best way to play the Togruta species. Just like I feel like, personally for me, I think a male Sith, a male pureblood Sith works best for, you know, obviously the Inquisitor or the warrior. Chiss, I don't know. Because I feel like, you know, we're all so familiar with Thrawn, whether it's from you watching Rebels, then he was in Ahsoka, then of course the expanded universe, and so it's like, I feel like male suits it better, just because of familiarity, kind of similar to the Togruta being female, but I do really like the female Chiss design. It looks really neat.
Lieutenant Carlslew, I'm all that's left of Commander Childress's 5th Detail. Please, tell me you're our reinforcement.
I'm here to rescue you.
Give me a moment. All's clear, guys, and we've got some muscle from back on base. This is what's left of our research team. The others got ambushed while working. Scavengers must have guessed we were after something good. We need to hold them off long enough for the research team to recover and download that data.
Get the researchers inside, then stay behind me. I want a clear line of sight.
With the Force on our side, we have to win. Okay, data's priority 1. Everybody into the ship, go!
I should also mention, too, I guess, since I was like, oh, I like them, they're blue. No, I don't like... I'm not a fan of the, Oh, wait, no, it's this one. I'm not a fan of the Blue People Avatar movies. Like, I saw the first one. I don't really care enough to watch it again. Didn't really think it needed a second movie. I'll upset people, too, by saying, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the Avatar animated series either. I actually thought it was decent. It just, I don't know. I prefer certain types of things, and while the execution wasn't bad, it just, there wasn't enough really keeping me interested, you know? So it just kind of, just didn't suit me for what I liked from entertainment, especially from an anime. Especially because for anime, I have like 2 rules of cool. One is giant mechs, which specifically that archetype stays to just Gundam. I don't really care for like, I know Big O was a big thing back in the day, and there's like Voltron. Nah, it's got to be Gundam. Gundam or bust. Or, you know, shit like anime with swords, like Inuyasha, Bleach, or like Naruto had ninjas. That was cool, but you know, it's got to have something. And I mean, the Avatar anime had that stuff, but it was like calling Pokemon an anime. Like it felt more like just a cartoon and less like an actual anime, you know? It's almost like our guys are trying to like run from like light source to light source so they don't stand in the dark. Like they're on that planet from the Mandalorian where the Mando ties the dude up to the fucking, presumably devour him. Oh, I forgot they attacked from this side. Yeah, come find me, bitch. Oh, I forgot I got stunned. I need to move that over somewhere. So that's like my jolt ability that I have on this Sith Inquisitor. I need to, God, I need to get around to just, or reorganizing all my bars so that they all match.
If you hadn't come when you did, those would be our smoking corpses there, no question. Unfortunately, we're not done. Not until this Rex data is in the hands of Commander Vikwi.
Give me what you have. I'll get it to the commander.
We've recovered all the high-priority info. If you run that to the outpost, I'll hold off what's left of the scavengers until our reinforcements arrive.
Realistically, doesn't it make sense for you to just GTFO with us? But, you know. I guess not. Yeah, I'm very particular with anime. It just kind of... The whole slice of life stuff doesn't really do anything for me, but I will say, like... I don't mind, and I almost even, like, enjoy when they add romance-type stuff to anime. But I don't want it to be the main focus. Like, it needs to complement the story and the action. Because that's, to me, that's the whole, it should be the whole point with anime. It's like, yeah, you can do your slice of life, romantic comedy stuff, whatever. But, personally, anime, or animation in general, like with Rebels, or especially with Clone Wars and the later seasons, you have more fluidity to do things with characters and fights and stuff that you couldn't do as well with live action. To the point that the amount of things you would have to do... The amount of things you would have to do live action would require so much, like, CGI and special effects that at that point it's like... You're already kind of halfway doing an anime. You're just trying to funnel real people in there for the sake of realism. Fuck it, I'm just gonna quick travel. Oh, I didn't just do that anyways. It's because I was gonna go up and hit the class quest, but I read yesterday. I was talking with some people, and apparently there are, if you do story elements in specific orders. Shit, I forgot this one's upstairs. You can get unique dialogue options based on the order you did a mission in. Like, they were saying that, you know, when you got to a certain mission, somebody was like, why the hell are you so late? And they were like, sorry, I got caught up with so-and-so. And that so-and-so was part of the planetary quest. I thought that was really cool. It gives you an extra option. I do wonder, however, what option it replaces. So, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's something I may have to do some research on. But, yeah, that's just something we'll have to look up and see how much that actually makes a difference in your options.
If you have any questions about military operations on... My pardon, Jedi. I'm actually expecting one of your order. Are you the one who saved my team at the Endar Spire?
Everything from the primary computer is on here.
The data from the Endar Spire will be invaluable to the Republic's war efforts. Lieutenant Karlsu tells me there's close surveillance footage of the Imperial warships.
The Force reaches out to correct its own imbalance.
Well, whether it does or not, I'm going to keep helping it along. Thank you for your service. Republic intelligence has been waiting for this data since the bombardment fell.
See, personally, I'm playing the Inquisitor, or not the Inquisitor. I'm playing the Consular a little more... Damn it, what did I say? Focus Retribution? Okay, so I need Serendipitous Assault. I'm playing the I don't need defense rating. They're the same. Okay. I don't need... What was I saying? No. So... I'm gonna have to find the fucking planetary... I think it's down here, actually. I don't know. I know I can jump off of here. Nope. I was trying to hit the thing. I think this is the next part of the planet quest.
As you can see by the data, there is no disease in known space that propagates as quickly as the Teresian Rakul plague. Even one individual Rakul can start a pandemic, as we have observed in 81 colonies to date. Until a vaccine can be widely distributed, it is highly doubtful that any civilian colonization effort will yield lasting results. Thank you.
If you're working on a vaccine, I'd like to help.
Working on is a generous term. The last breakthrough in Rakul plague research was 3 centuries ago. HoloNet archives say a Dr. Forn developed a Rakul serum vaccine just hours before the bombardment. I've been trying to acquire the serum, but short of putting a blaster to someone's head, that's not going to happen.
What's your reasoning on that?
There's a pirate camp not far from here. They went after the ruins of Sepinik Memorial Hospital. Sepinik was well preserved. If there's Rakul serum to be found, it'd be there. I asked Commander Viki to step in, but since it wasn't a Republic hospital, the pirates have legal salvage rights.
I'll see what they want and trade for this serum.
That's extremely brave of you. The Death's Claw pirate gang robs anything that talks and shoots anything that doesn't. I can't say what will be required to get this done, but this plague has infected half a planet's worth of people. So if that serum shows up on my lab table, it'd be unethical to throw it away for any reason. I hope my position is clear.
Yep, just like on my smuggler, I get what you're saying. You don't care how it shows up there, you'll be happy it does, and you won't complain about how it got there. You have to go this way, right? Yeah. Well, you know, without cutting all the corners and such. You know, all the times I've played through SWTOR, I never felt like this was Terrace. You know? Because for me personally, especially for me personally, I played KOTOR 1 and KOTOR 2 a lot. I couldn't say how many times I played through them. I could probably say not as many times as I played through Halo. At least, you know, maybe the Halo 1 and 2's campaign, especially Halo 1. But it's because you can get through that, even on Legendary, in, you know, 9-10 hours, maybe. Whereas KOTOR, it takes a while to get through. A good while. As it should. And so, probably haven't played through it as much. But what I will say is, Terrace to me is very much like Coruscant. And I know, obviously, it can't be here because it was destroyed. But that's the thing is, I'm out here on this landscape, and I don't see Terrace. I don't feel Terrace. It doesn't have the same weight. Because in KOTOR... Fuck off. In KOTOR, Terrace looked and felt like a dirty, rundown... shoot. Am I supposed to... Yeah. A dirty, rundown Coruscant. Which, I mean, Coruscant can be dirty and rundown depending on what part of Coruscant you're on. But Terrace just felt like a worse Coruscant. And then especially once you got into the lower city, then it really felt that way. But the Undercity is what really made Terrace its own thing. And, you know, with the rat ghouls and you having to run away from the rat ghouls and try not to get infected, and then just, you know, randomly coming out of the woodwork, it felt different. I feel like I remember having to come back here twice. For both my... Well, I had to come back here for the smuggler for his story. But I don't... Would that necessarily mean that I'm going to have to come back here for every story? I don't think so. Hopefully not. There's no easy way to run the planet story and the quest stories side by side. There just isn't. One, because I think there's more planetary quests than there are class quests per planet. But then, because of that, like, you're in... Like, I had two different freaking... We had two different quests so far that are in this area. Like, I had to go over here, and then now I'm in here. And that's for just the story quest. And then there's going to be one over here for the planet, but then I have to go up here for the class quest, and I don't remember where you go after that. It just, yeah. It's just hard to run them concurrently. When I edit the story together after the playthrough, it'll be a little more... A chest! I don't know if I saw that on my... smuggler. I mean, nothing really matters. Friggin' cheap crafting materials, a cheap lightsaber that's worse than the one I already had. I think they get better the further you get, but in the game, but, you know, still not great. Honestly, the crafting materials are the best thing you can get out of them, I think.
You picked the wrong medbay to rob, Vacbrain. There's gonna be 200 Death's Claw pirates coming through that door.
I was hoping this wouldn't come to violence.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you see these guys lying here? They've got the Rakghoul plague. You touch me, and they'll be on you like huts on a buffet. Except, you know, faster. And don't think they're incapacitated. Oh, no. They just look that way. I've got a serum you wouldn't believe.
I'd heard you dug something up. I'm going to need it.
Yeah, we've been using it to, Whoa, wait. No, you don't. No, you can't take it. These people are infected. If you cut off my supply of serum, these guys are gonna turn. You know what that means? I'm gonna have to shoot them all in the head before they try to eat my liver.
You're a doctor, right? Synthesize some more.
With what? My state-of-the-art facilities? I can only use what I find, and we don't find much. The only place I can think of that might have some left is the ruins of Dynamet General. The place was basically Ghoul Town. You want serum, you get it there, and leave us alone.
If this is a waste of my time, I'll make you suffer for it.
No, the stuff is down there, I swear, on my medical license. The real one.
I feel like this is another case of it'd be so much easier to make the decision about what to do with them if you were if you're playing an Imperial. So like what should I choose to do? Like the Consular, I'm making her like, I mean she's kind of more or less just the goody two-shoes Jedi. I hate to put it that way, but that's pretty much what she is. So I don't remember what I made my smuggler do. I think he let them live too. The trooper would just be like, I feel like my Jedi is more about justice. But he's more about justice, but would he let all these... The thing is, they're not civilians, though. They're freaking pirates. They're criminals. So would he let them... Would he just be like, nope, give it here? Same thing with the trooper. I want my trooper to be very... My trooper's going to be very... He's being very Rexy. But again, like, these are criminals. He had... Rex had no problem killing in the Clone Wars. Even though, yeah, for the most part, they were fighting droids most of the time. But, you know, he had no problem killing when he felt it was... You know, he was just like, fuck it, you're dead. Bye. So I feel like personally he would be like, nope, I gotta do what I gotta do to save people. And you're criminals, so you got what's coming to you. I feel like that's kind of how I'll play it. It's not just because I want different outcomes for the story and I don't want all of the story elements to be the freaking same. I mean, because I don't. Like, I do want to explore the different options, like what we did with the Mask of Revan, for example. You know, I had one of my characters give the mask to Ladra, or just the whole Rev Knight thing as a whole. I had two of them more or less turn her in, and I had two of them, you know, pin it on Charnus. So it's like, I want it because it makes sense story-wise, for the story I've established for the characters. And my Jedi Knight is very much like Anakin / Revan. He's a Jedi in nature, but, you know, he is... Whoa, hold on. He's more about, like, justice. especially for those who can't defend themselves. So, if that means you have to kill someone or you're a little darker in nature, then it's still justice. Like, it's not... Killing the evil Sith Lord, killing civilians, isn't inherently dark side, even though you'll get dark side points because you didn't, surrender and I'll spare your life. It's just... You have to play it more... You have to play it based on what you feel like the character would do, and not just the little freaking alignment icons on the fucking... on the dialogue wheel.
Oh, thank the stars. Give me a hand. I can't lift it off them.
The others are all... We're the only ones left.
Help! The heat! I'm burning! Help! Help me!
Trust in the Force. I won't let any harm come to you.
You're a Jedi? Please, get Laria out!
And the Jedi holocrons, Tal. Their medical data could save millions. We have to preserve them.
To let Laria perish would betray the very order behind those holocrons.
The holocrons are gone? You fool! What have you done?
You saved my life, Doctor. You'd have let me die. And on top of Tykan trying to kill us.
You're saying Master Tykan was responsible for this?
We were taking pollution readings in the ruins, but when we found those medical holocrons, we decided to get them back right away.
On the way home, Tykan lures us into a trap fall, ignites the pollution in the swamp, and stands there watching us burn.
Master Tykan is unwell. He's not himself.
Brilliant deduction, Jedi. Tykan had some wisdom for us, too.
Tykan said he was punishing us for letting Terrace be destroyed centuries ago, and that soon we would be joined by everyone at the Junction.
The Junction's an old purification facility the Republic retrofitted to process dangerous gases.
Hundreds of people work at the Junction. If Master Tykan is planning something...
I won't allow Tykan to hurt anyone else. I promise.
We'll start back for the base. We'll be okay. Thank you for saving my life.
Just don't underestimate Tykan. That man is dangerous.
Jedi, we just got a call from the expedition. They said you helped them out, but the rest sounds crazy. Tykan attacking them? A couple of survivors? From a 12-man team? Tell me that's wrong.
Unfortunately, most of the expedition is dead, and Master Tykan is responsible.
No! What if he was trying to lead them to safety? They ignored him and wandered off.
You have my sympathies, Eris. I watched my own master suffer like this.
I want him found. Found and brought to justice, even if I have to drag him back myself.
No, please. None of this is his fault.
Master Tykan needs help. The survivors said he was headed to the Junction.
Damn him! The junction's a gas trap full of civilian workers. Keep your eyes open. Tyken used the junction in his restoration effort. There might be a clue to stopping him there.
Please don't hurt Master Tyken. He's the only one who could save Terrace, and I need him to explain all this to me.
Well, I mean, my mission is to help him, not help end him. So, a few things I want to point out. Yeah. A few things I want to point out. One, it's crazy that you see the consular just lifting that shit up off those people like it was nothing. When now I know we're a little ways into the story, but on Tython, when Master Orgus does all that shit with the rocks and shit, then the knight is suddenly like, whoa, how did you do that? It's so awesome. So I think it further solidifies that the consular, I mean, obviously, that's the whole point. That is the identity of the consular versus the knight. The knight is known as, he's this extremely talented duelist, and that's, the point to the stories. But I feel like it just shows how strong in the force the consular really is, which for me personally helps solidify the decision to make a Togruta to be my Jedi consular. It all fits. Like, I put a lot of thought went into deciding how I was gonna make. Well, a lot of thought goes into how I make all my characters. But these 8 specifically, for these playthroughs, a lot of thought went into their everything from their character's physical design to like such as her being a Togruta and all that, or them being pureblood Sith, whatever, to the character's actual outfit. I wanted her to look very much like a Jedi, like a consular would, not so much like a Jedi Knight like we see in the prequels and such. And then also, pretty much everything about their personalities and their motives, their identities, their backstory. I put a good bit of work into it, just because I wanted to have something to go off of. I enjoyed the roleplay aspect. Like, when I replay Combat Evolved, for example, I'm replaying it for the story and the levels and gameplay. Obviously, you don't make your character or anything like that. Customization's not great. So, it's not apples to apples, but that I'm playing. Plus, I'm playing that in a Legendary. I'm playing that for a good, fun challenge. I play SWTOR. It's all about the story, and if you're not role-playing into the story and really getting into it, I just don't see much enjoyment out of it. KOTOR, on the other hand, maybe not so much. I mean, a little bit, I guess. But the thing with KOTOR is your options for what you do are limited. Like, character creation is limited. You don't really get to design your actual armor or Jedi robes or whatever. It's all one thing. And I mean, that's fine, because it was two different types of games and the technology at the time, etc. But also, like, the options in game don't lend to you being able to do that many different things. Come on. There they come. But I mean, unless you're just wanting to do end-game content and just... But at that point, why even bother playing through the story? You can just use it like a token thing, make a level 70 or 80 character, whatever, and just straight up just start doing end-game stuff. So, if you're not going to bother with the story or, you know, actually role-playing your character, I feel like there's no point to it. So that's why all my characters have kind of like a pre-established, this is what I will do for said character, this is how said character will act, the decisions they would make. It just makes the most sense to me to play it that way. I wouldn't bother playing a game like SWTOR if I wasn't going to actually play the story, not just the game. But, I mean, you know, everything I do for my sake. Even just like these playthroughs, it's like, this is all just for me. Because it's something I want to do and I like the game. And now with the whole buyout thing, it's like, the state of the game, the state of this 12-year-old game is already up in the air. And I kind of would just like to spend a little more time with it, put some effort into it again, and, you know, if the game continues to flourish, we'll get new end-game stuff and new story stuff. Awesome. I'll play it on my, you know, already finished and established characters. I used to see support, but, you know, I'll cherish and enjoy the game as I have been. Can this asshole fuck off?
Welcome back. Let's get those serum samples analyzed and see what we've got. Well, thank the Force for good Teresian storage technology. I wasn't sure anything would still be viable after 3 centuries. While we wait, is there a cost to these samples I should be aware of? A deal with a pirate crew, perhaps?
There was some unavoidable violence on the way in.
I see. Then if it didn't happen in a plastic beaker, don't tell me about it. Here we are. Fortunately, the plague is so virulent it cultures very rapidly. Bad news. The serum you recovered looks like it was effective 300 years ago, but the Rakul plague has mutated since then.
All these people being in my damn cutscenes. Motherfuckers.
Welcome back. Let's get those serum samples analyzed and see what we've got. Well, thank the Force for good Teresian storage technology. I wasn't sure anything would still be viable after 3 centuries. While we wait, is there a cost to these samples I should be aware of? A deal with a pirate crew, perhaps?
There were some problems, but everything's fine now.
You make it sound so easy. Here we are. Fortunately, the plague is so virulent it cultures very rapidly. Bad news. The serum you recovered looks like it was effective 300 years ago, but the Rakul plague has mutated since then. This serum will only provide effective immunity for extraordinarily healthy individuals.
How do we make it stop modern Rakuls?
Manufacturing a true vaccine requires what we call a lucky survivor, someone whose system has made antibodies to the plague. We haven't had a survivor yet, for obvious reasons, but this serum might provide the link we need. If I infected an extraordinary individual protected by the serum, I could collect the antibodies and make an effective vaccine.
What happened to most virulent disease in known space?
I need someone with proven recuperative powers. Someone who gets injured almost on a daily basis. Ideally, they would have survived stabbings, shootings, poison, infections, maybe all of the above. Or barring that, someone with conscious control over their bodily processes, such as a Jedi.
I am well versed in that art. It should be safer for me than others.
Well, and I had this whole speech ready. All right. We have a medical droid, CB-084, set up to observe Rakghouls in the field. He'll be able to collect the antibodies and slow any potential complications. After I give you the serum, go out there and test it. Let the Rakghouls attack you and see what happens.
You don't have this plague in a needle or something?
If it needs to work in the field, it needs to work in the field. Now, here's your serum injection. I hope the Force is with you, because the science is stretched to the limit.
Yeah, is it as is our patience. I think this one's better. Now, let's sell some of this shit off.
Stand by for examination and suggested products. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Now comes an annoying part. So, like, this part's just a pain in the ass because you've just got to keep fighting until it says that you did it. Like, you have an hour to get infected. But the game, like, an infected debuff does not mean that you're infected for the story's purposes or for the mission's purposes, which is really annoying. I guess and here's the problem too. I have to get infected, which would probably be easier if I don't kill them. Also, I think it's one of these ones that you have to get infected by. Because he, like, recently infected. Okay, there we go. That took so long on my bounty hunter. You would not even... I ran around here just being a punching bag for the Rakghouls for 10-15 minutes maybe. Thankfully this happened rather quick. Okay. So now we're in the same area for both quests. So let's get on the speeder. Not this speeder. This is a boat. It's not. It's almost like a fucking beat up fishing boat. I'm honestly not a big fan of it, but I like that it allows me to have the companion for
Reminder: mechanized
dialogue.
travel is for official business only.
But otherwise, yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not entirely sure, but possibly next week might be the week that I decide to do. We'll take a break from SWTOR. Maybe. I have to see. It all depends on what the availability is for next week. And we'll do some non-Star Wars stuff.
Ah, I see your infection is progressing. Hold still while I take samples for analysis. While I transmit the data to Dr. Cell, there are some questions I should ask. Do you have any of the following symptoms? Dizziness, fever, shortness of breath, and inexhaustible hunger for sentient flesh?
Can you do anything about these cuts? I'm losing blood here.
I'm sorry, my core function is in analysis, not trauma care. Ah, here's Dr. Cell.
Good news. Your antibody count is off the charts. I'll start work on a vaccine immediately. You are remarkably brave. Our progress has just jumped forward by years. While you recuperate, I'm going to transmit the usual secrecy agreements. Just use your thumbprint to sign on the sensor.
What do you mean, usual secrecy agreements?
This is standard procedure when the Republic develops biotech with significant earnings potential. We develop the vaccine for Republic soldiers first, and when it's proven, sell it to colonists. Until then, it's under wraps. We don't want the Exchange or the Sith funding some horrible operation with an underground version.
Lives will be lost while this profit is being made.
Tell me something I don't know. Every week we hear another Rakul horror story. But every colonist on the planet is going to want this vaccine. How do I tell my superiors we gave up that kind of money?
If you get a sample to the Jedi, I bet they'd find someone to make it fast.
I'll keep that in mind. We'll get this cure out one way or another. Thanks for putting yourself on the line for this. Would have taken years to do it the safe way. I don't know if Taris will ever be what it was, but now, at least, there's hope.
Yeah, I don't know that there's a class. I don't know that any of my Republic classes I would actually... Well, that's useless. Also useless. I don't think that there's a single Republic class where I would take the dark side option.
Stand by for examination and suggested product.
Like, I want my
fit for duty. Return to your
smuggler
post.
to be like a pirate, but that is a whole... That's a whole other can of worms. I don't know who I'm supposed to talk to now. Not the mailbox, you twat. I think it's this guy. I'm trying to remember from my smuggler playthrough.
Master Jedi, what brings you to our small corner of Republic space? This is such a great, great honor.
What's the situation?
We're having some trouble. Nothing you couldn't have predicted, but there you are. Our bases here are far from self-sufficient. We're not farmers, and there's no existing infrastructure here to work with. We're at the mercy of our supply ships, and this month just went nose down in some of the worst territory on Taris.
Is the ship lost? Why haven't your men recovered the supplies?
Our men tried to reach the ship once, but they turned back after taking serious casualties. They said it's more than just rat ghouls, but couldn't make an ID. If you still want to go, you'll need to talk to our quartermaster at the supply shed across the base. She's got the exact coordinates of the crash.
While I'm yakking with these guys, I'm looking up the quest list. I'm pretty sure this is... because I remember this, but I want to make sure it's actually part of the planetary quest.
And you're just going to make this all better, huh?
And who might you be?
I'm Karen Weck, Quartermaster. Commander Gardet just called to say you're retrieving our supplies. For which, by the way, I and the rest of the troops here humbly thank you. But I don't want Commander Fat Pants to think it means he gets away with this. Steal from your troops, waste Republic money bringing in silks and wine from Alderaan, And it's fine, because some wandering Jedi will happen in to save you.
Perhaps it would be best if you start from the beginning.
The ship didn't have to crash. I said over and over that the ship needed repairs. The left stasis generator was loose, and the hyperdrive motivator was seeping fluid. But Gardet had already spent our allotted maintenance budget on himself.
You best be certain about this.
I'm telling the truth. Somehow he's juggling the numbers he sends to HQ. No commander needs a personal vehicle in an outpost this size. If you can take this holo camera out to the crash site, you could get the evidence I need to get him court-martialed.
What kind of evidence do you think I'll find?
Here, take the camera. If you take holopics of the engine, I can show that the documented lack of repairs is what caused the crash. The most important thing is the supplies, though. The crash site isn't far. When you get everything, bring it back here so I can distribute it.
Okay, yes, it is correctly listed as a planetary quest. I'm gonna go do this first. And then I'll get the supplies, because doing the supply thing... No. That'll take me to something else, but I am still going to do the class quest first. Thankfully, I don't have to talk to this asshat. He was part of the Smuggler's class quest. I'm not sure where the entrance is to this place. I'm looking on the map, but I don't see crap. What the fuck do you want to say, you little slurpy shit? When always city, these carried weight of buildings, people, entire world. Yeah. That must be down there. Oh boy. Let's go this way. Couldn't probably live that jump, but I don't want to take chances. No need to take chances. What the heck? Turn that off. Here we go. Oh yeah, because this is where the... Okay, just a friendly droid. We're gonna be stopped by the security guard. No. He doesn't even say anything. I guess we're like here to warn him. Or warn them of him.
Welcome to the Junction, Jedi. Sorry we didn't have time to clean up. I'm hearing some funny rumors from my guys about Master Tyken. Is that why you're here?
Is there a way to get your crew out of this building quickly?
Could run a fire drill, I guess. Look what's going on here.
Here you are, hiding in tunnels. Ah, I see your eyes shining. Stop whispering. I am a Jedi. I am. This changes nothing. Such a dark planet. Rock, spires like fingers. Black rock that... Wait. The darkness flows from them. It must.
Master Tyken, can you hear me? I've come to heal you of this sickness.
Heal? Or hurt? I see the lies in you. I watched once in the dark place. Malachor was dark, then bright. I watch his eyes as we run, as Parcanis falls alone.
Tell me about Parcanis, Master Tychon. What do you remember?
Stop it! Stop it! My friend, no! I won't go back there! I'll stop all of you! And your junction hoarding poisons like a leech, yes! I'll free the gases you've stolen, and the shadows from underground. Your junction will be dust around you.
What would Eris say if she saw you like this, Master Tychon?
One was very bright. Yuan? Sidoni? No, that's wrong. What will the Jedi do while the gas builds, Will it save the workers before they choke and die? But the gas will corrode the junction, too. How many will die without it to cleanse the planet? Thousands? How many do you want to kill?
Can you smell that? The maniac's busted the main gas line.
Sir, rat ghouls! Someone's breaking open the vents. Rat ghouls are pouring in.
No. We need to focus on evacuating or save the junction. I don't know.
Don't panic. The junction's workers are relying on us to save them.
I'll evacuate. Wait, I got a crew doing maintenance behind a blast door. They'll be choking on the gas by now. Please, I can't send anyone else back there. You're their only chance. Get them on their feet and out before the rat ghouls reach that section. Good luck.
Like, why didn't we just jump up there and stop them? You know, what? There went our lift. Yeah, I'm not making that jump. Fuck that. They better hold their breath a little longer. Like, we could have jumped up and just stopped him. Something, you know? Oh, this lift is... Also, a Kaleesh Jedi Master? That seems so... out of place, right? Frightful rat hole. That one had a little bit of fight in him. Oh, that's part of another thing. I was like, wait, why are there multiple bonuses? It's only 11. I don't know that there's enough up there. I was about to say, what is this burning sensation on my character? I got hit by Amaterasu up in here. What did you have to say now? No. More about the scorekeeper. Yeah, see, damn it, not enough. See, like, it forces it. I mean, I guess it's like blah blah blah. Yeah, I guess if you want it, but story-wise, it doesn't make any sense. It's like I'm going out of my way when they're right there and they need help. This is equally as annoying because it's like, oh, there's 19. Like, fuck off. Now I gotta just randomly find one more little rat ghoul to slaughter. Also, not to mention, since there's no reason for me to go down here, unless doing this then somehow causes me to go down here. In which case, then I'm like, well, fuck, I could have just done that, and then I have to go this way anyways. But with the knowledge I have based on whatever, it's like, well, that's kind of just, there's no reason to go down there.
The Force is my ally. I will not fail.
Again, like, if you just blasted through this door, like, Force Unleashed style. There's no way... There's no way that the Jedi Knight could have handled that.
You're back, and in one piece. I hope you didn't breed too much of that stuff. We got the whole crew out thanks to you. Might take months for us to start clearing the pollution again, though. A lot of people are gonna get sick.
I wish there had been another way, but Tyken didn't give me a choice.
Hey, I'm not blaming you. Tyken's the one responsible for this. Maybe we can help you stop him, here. Before he lost it, Tyken was studying the old Terrace infrastructure. These are the records it copied. but the encryption is pretty old. We can't decipher them.
Someone around here must be able to decrypt them.
The Republic base's computer should have the original codes. They'll get those records open nice and quick. Give those records to Captain Nelix. He'll set you right.
What do you think Master Tyken was studying?
No idea, but I'd find out fast. We'll take care. You do the same, Jedi.
Come in, Jedi. Do you read me?
Is there a problem?
The base is under attack. Tyken got the jump on us. We need you back here ASAP. We've got...
I need you to watch my back. Tyken's volatile in the extreme.
Oh, okay, so we never unmuted after the cutscene stuff. Well, is what it is, I guess. I know. Obviously, it's not their fault. They're being controlled by this Sith plague, but it's like, what's the punishment for the crimes they commit against, you know, the various Republic soldiers and citizens and whatever?
We don't have antibiotics. They come on the same ship as everything else.
You're supposed to keep better tabs on that sort of thing. These men have the Cillian flu. They could die if... Master Jedi, dare I hope you've made it to our ship?
No number of beasts could have kept me from aiding these men.
Your order is known for its mercy. Thank you for coming to our aid. The men came close to mutiny when I cut rations again. They knew this wasn't going to be a luxury cruise.
What do you expect? You ask your men to starve while you eat bantha steaks from off-world.
These pictures prove you knew the ship was damaged, and you sent it anyway.
They're going to Republic Command, along with my documentation of every personal purchase you've made. These men left their families and risked their lives to come here. If they die, it should be for someone better than you.
I didn't know the ship was so bad. I thought if it was serious, they'd catch it on Ord Mantell.
A good commander lives under the same conditions as his troops.
I never realized how quickly we go through our supplies. If I thought we couldn't last a month, I have some personal stores. I'll distribute them while you finish here, as a gesture of good faith.
I never thought I'd see anyone put the righteous fear into him like that. Good job. And thank you. Actually, if you're still interested in serving our soldiers, there may be something else. Normally, our 4th outpost comes here to pick up its supplies. But their convoy never arrived this month. I'm afraid something happened. They need to be found.
Just tell me where to look.
You've got to be the best friend these soldiers ever had. The route between the outposts runs along Lake Brel. Not the best planning. There's rat ghouls there, and a Nexus spawning ground, and worse. Usually the convoy's managed by only traveling when the sun is highest. Plus lots and lots of firepower. But if they're out there too long, well, you need to find them.
Every moment we delay risks their lives. I'll leave right now.
Whatever happened to the convoy, we need to make sure Morn Outpost gets their supplies. Sonic emitters along the route usually keep off the worst of the critters. But if they're on the fritz, that convoy would have walked into a feeding frenzy. Fix the emitters and see what you can find about the convoy. When you're done, report to Commander Yajek at Morn Outpost. And thank you.
See, this is another one of those quests where... Oh, it's not even good. Wait. That can go there. And that is better. Okay. This quest line has you basically finding deserters. Because they've been here for so long and they're sick of how they're being treated and blah, blah, blah. Completely understandable stuff. My smuggler was like, hey, you do what's best for you. Not my problem. My trooper will probably be like, you blah, blah, blah to blah, blah, blah. Even though Rex didn't really, turn in that one deserter that he found with the Twi'lek lady, I'm not playing it like Rex. I mean, kind of, sort of, but not entirely. But he'll definitely make a big deal about the deserters. I think I'll have this Jedi try to talk them into staying as well. Staying, unlike the smuggler. And I think... So her and the trooper will be like, no, you got a duty. I think the knight will also be like... Because, again, my knight is more logical. He's a Jedi, but he's not indoctrinated, He's like, dude, yeah, right? I mean, I won't say anything. Duty to the Republic, but, duty to yourself and your family first. See, I didn't have to deal with these rat ghouls before because when I was doing this on the smugglers, there were a bunch of people running the quest along with us. So all of those people must have been just killing the rat ghouls on the way, and we were just walking up behind them, pushing the button as soon as it came off cooldown. Damn it, I keep thinking I'm hitting a different button. It almost feels like if these things are so good at repelling rat ghouls and stuff, just everyone on the planet should be carrying one. I don't even care if they have to make it like in Rebels when they were on the planet. They tried to make their base, and you literally had them walk around with the giant sensor on a stick. Fucking do it. Absolutely. It's kind of sad because, one, they're not that far from the fucking path. They're also not even on the path. What is that? Oh. Blue crystal formation. So it's like, it shouldn't be hard to see them.
We just stopped to rest. Geozel found a scratch, and we don't know if it's the Rakul infection, so we're waiting. And Verdone might be coming down with the Geonosian swamp flu, but we're on our way, I swear, and you're looking at me very strangely.
Perhaps it would be best if you start from the beginning.
Nothing. There's nothing to tell. I mean, I'm Private Gilrow, Terrace Outpost 4. Kind of assumed you were looking for our convoy. But we just stopped to rest. Sorry to trouble everyone.
You're 48 hours late. Have you been here that whole time?
Yeah. Like I said, Verdone was hurt. I mean, Geozel, and... Oh, forget it. I was never a good liar. We aren't going back. Is that what you wanted to hear? We've deserted.
I feel your fear and anger tearing you apart. What did this?
Do you know what it's like here? You and the same 24 guys in total isolation at the end of the galaxy. Fighting something that can't think, can't be frightened, and if you get the slightest scratch, you become the enemy and your own squad puts you down like a dog.
You must return to your post. You knew the risks when you signed up.
I can't. I'd rather kill myself, I really would.
You cannot win this.
All right. All right. I'd rather die than go back. But I won't make that choice for the rest of these guys. Just give us time to get our things together. We'll be back on base tonight, I promise.
Seems such a weird thing to make him go back being a dark side choice. Like, what? Why? come back to a missed call from a random-ass number. Not that I was gonna answer you anyways, but, go fuck yourself. Okay. Yeah, it's like, on the one hand, I understand why, you know, letting them AWOL is light side, because, you know, you're like, hey, again. But making them, you know, go back to their duty of serving the... Now, personally, I feel like being on Terrace is not serving the Republic citizens. You're not defending them from the Empire and all that. This planet, honestly, is such a waste. Like, yeah, it used to be a lot of people's homes, but it can't be now. Between all the creatures and then the rat ghouls, and there's no way to have an infrastructure, government, it just doesn't work. So, yeah, it's a complete waste to have your soldiers and your resources here.
State your business. This is a Republic military outpost, sovereign territory of the Galactic Republic. We will defend ourselves with deadly force if necessary.
When fear blinds you to your friends, everyone becomes an enemy.
Who are... Master Jedi. My apologies. I wasn't expecting to see one of your order. There's no unauthorized travel this far into the wilds. Best policies usually blast first, chat later. Don't suppose you were sent by Commander Gardet with news about our supplies.
Your supplies are on the way, but no thanks to him.
Sounds like there's a story there, but I won't waste your time asking for it. Let me just say thanks. Don't suppose you saw any sign of our boys. If they're still alive, they better have a good excuse for leaving us hanging.
This is no longer my concern.
That sounds like there's more to the story than you're telling me. I'll get it out of them when we get back to the base. Whatever their excuse, I can't imagine it will be good.
That wasn't really the answer I was going for, but my Jedi is sympathetic, even though she did force them to go back. But she wasn't going to, like, rat them out, you know. You go back, do what you gotta do, and then... And that's all you gotta do. Like, alright, I won't say anything. And you can kind of pretend this didn't happen, you know? And I feel like that was for the best, but then she's just like, this is no longer my problem.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
At all what I was expecting it to say. And honestly, kind of wild. Where does this want me to go? Hold on. First, let's see. Where's the next quest thing? Repair the beacons. I did that. Okay, I think that's actually the last story quest, because it looks like then it's the bonus series. But the bonus series is after the planet, so... Alright, so we're free to go and finish up with... Master Boneface.
Mechanized travel is for official business only.
Hopefully, in all the time we've been running around doing this other shit, he hasn't killed anybody. Or we might have a problem. Oh, come on. I went to grab another water and put more in the fridge, and I come back and we're still speedering. I should have just quick traveled. Holy fuck. Takes forever. I mean, quick travel only has a 4-minute cooldown, but shit. Sometimes I want to be able to use it more often than every 4 minutes. Oh, and I did end up looking up the voice actress for this lady. Nothing. Couldn't find nothing. I don't know who the hell she reminds me of. Reminds me of the voice actress from something. Or just a normal actress in a live action. I don't know. Reminds me of something, but I cannot place it, and I couldn't find anything. I could barely find the fucking voice actress's name. And when I did, it was not even when I intentionally tried to do it. When I tried to look it up, it came up with nothing. But then I came across it indirectly. Oh, there's more. So the monster has his own little army of beasts. These guys barricaded themselves. Oh, that's actually who I'm supposed to talk to.
Captain Nelix, what happened here?
Should have known you'd make it past those things. Tunnels. Tyken must have found Rakghoul tunnels under the base. He set those things on my men and the little Padawan. Eris, Tyken took her.
Where would Master Tyken take Eris?
Could be anywhere. He knows this planet like the back of his hand. All these people dead. Forget a trial. I want Tyken's head for this.
This isn't Tyken's doing. Not really. He's very sick.
Now you're making excuses? Eris was... Wait. The tunnels are still open. You have to seal the tunnel entrances before those things come back. Please, check the base and seal those tunnels, or the wounded are just... food for the Rakghouls.
Those people are in good hands. See to your injuries. I'll take care of everything.
Thanks. And hurry.
I feel like being a little more open, especially since he wants, you know, Master Tyken dead. And I mean, for good reason. Look at what he did. Look at what's happened. But I feel like, you know, we should have just been, yeah, he's sick. Okay, well, that doesn't excuse it. But if you're like, hey, he's being controlled by a Sith, then at least maybe he'd be a little more like, oh yeah, that's not his fault. That's not his doing. Because like right now, he doesn't even want that guy having a trial. He wants him to fucking die, and it's just like, I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I mean, I wonder is if you pick the dark side option, like, or not. If you play dark side, what are the options? That door didn't even properly seal. It just was like, all right, you did the job. We'll pretend. Bloodthirsty rat ghoul. See, I will say they did do a good job making the rat ghouls look more like monsters. I guess, you know, they've had time to grow and evolve over the years since KOTOR 1. But like the frightening rat ghoul or frightful rat ghoul or whatever, that one just looked like he was like still like he looked like almost like he was sentient. Like he was a rat ghoul, but he had like a helmet, looked like he had clothes and shit on. That was just odd. Main tunnel entrance is downstairs. There's a lot of stuff downstairs. Like, look at this thing. He's like, he did smash the thing closed. Like, did they just give him a name because he's a boss, or is he like, he's got like a hood and he's got like, looks like closed armor patches? Medium armor, can't wear it anyways. Alright. Back up we go. And we'll speed this up a bit. If we hurry, we could probably finish this quest, finish the class quest, and then finish the bonus series. At least we're getting the rest of the classes done properly. I hate that my bounty hunter being the first one for me to make all the mistakes on is my favorite class, but oh well. It's not the worst thing, I guess. We'll go back and do it either way. It'll just be a little out of order in the playthrough.
Thanks. Now we can treat the wounded without rat ghouls pouring in. But Tyken's long gone. Eris, that poor kid. He dragged her out there with him.
The Force is with us. The Junction's security chief gave me this.
What's this? Infrastructure data? Maybe we can corner Tyken after all. Damn! These records have those Rakghoul tunnels all plotted out. Tyken knew exactly how to hit us. And looks like one of Taurus's super reactors is still operational. It's damaged, leaking toxic waste into the ecosystem. From these readouts, it would only take a little push to send the reactor into total meltdown. And Tyken copied every file on its processes.
If the super reactor went into meltdown, what kind of damage could it cause?
If the reactor blows, we're looking at a chemical detonation that could take out the Republic's entire occupied area on Taris. Tyken's access code is all over these records. This isn't some vendetta, Jedi. This is genocide.
I won't let you down.
Here's the super reactor's coordinates. Please let me know once you've handled Tyken. My men deserve to be told. And remember, Tyken's still holding his Padawan hostage. Watch your back.
See, that's what's kind of weird and almost makes it feel like it was intentional. Like, I know it's not, right? Or at least it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be the virus. Or the... Oh, okay, cool. It's supposed to be, the Sith plague or whatever that's controlling him, but all that work, it feels like he's been being controlled for a while. Like, that can't just be a new development. I'm just quick traveling. Fuck the speeder ride. I mean, another 10 damn minutes of that shit. I really just don't know what to think on it. Like, it's so... It just feels so premeditated. That either like he was helping the Sith willingly, like he's turned on us and it's not, doesn't have anything to do with the plague, or he's been controlled for quite a while and this, again, was still premeditated, but premeditated while he's been controlled the entire time. Okay, so I just need to go in that one. I'd rather go over here and fight these ones. That's more satisfying anyways. Earthquake for the win! Oh, better hurry up. What'd you say? Is well. I didn't notice that fourth one around the corner. What a dick ass. Fourth one? Third one. Why did I say fourth one? See, but then down here, everything we're dealing with are these rogue recon droids. Yes. See, I can target all three of them with Earthquake. That's just so good. Rogue Protector droid. I doubt there's any reason for me to bother with you, though. Assuming there's enough droids to take out. Which I presume there would be. Sometimes there's only exactly enough, but... There we go. Wow, that was an easy search.
Too late, Jedi.
He doesn't even talk like a Khaleesi. He talks like a cartoon character.
Too late, Jedi. You wanted too long, too long. But now the reactor will bathe Terrace in fire. No black rock, no shadow. The Republic will not spread it. I can cleanse it here, cauterize the flow.
Destroy that reactor, and everyone you've tried to help on Terrace will die, including your Padawan.
My Padawan? My... Lord Vivicar commanded it.
Who is this Lord Vivicar? Why are you taking orders from him?
He commands me. I can't.
It's all right, Master. I'm here to help you, remember? Master Tyken explained everything. I see the beauty in Terrace that the Republic destroyed. His work must continue to save Terrace, and we will be together.
Believe me, Eris, I understand how this hurts. But your loyalty is blinding you.
You couldn't understand. Master Tyken has shown me the truth.
You would devastate an entire planet just on Tyken's say-so.
I only want the Republic to... No, Master. We should find another way.
What's this? Such brightness in her, and she dares strike against me?
Never. I will not fight you, Master Tyken, but you're ill. Let us help you.
This doesn't have to come to violence. Don't force me.
They all turn against me. You brought this darkness here. The purification of Taris will begin with you.
No red lightsaber, so he's not a Sith, but pretty sure he did use Force Scream on us. And that is a dark side technique.
Such strength. We were strong once. The weak perish on Terrace. No, please! The darkness comes to swallow me whole.
Close your eyes. When you open them, this nightmare will be over.
darkness is gone. I am myself again. You've saved me. At great cost to yourself. I can feel it. I am truly sorry.
While you were ill, you mentioned a Lord Vivicar. Do you remember?
No. I recall the name, but not what it means. I'm sorry. I will go before the Republic and admit my guilt. Purge myself of this shame. I harmed so many and almost destroyed my Padawan. I'm not fit to be a Jedi Master.
Don't make such decisions in haste. Take time to reflect.
She's right, and I will always believe in you.
I must report to Master Sio Bakarn and the Council. There's much to be done. I'm sure Captain Nelex will want to know you're safe. Thank you again. I still can't believe the sacrifice you made for me. I only hope your burden does not become too great.
Thank you for sparing Master Tyken. I doubt Captain Nelex would have been so forgiving. The Republic won't understand. When Master Tyken turns himself in, they'll never forgive him for this.
The Republic knows the value of mercy.
I hope so. He needs compassion right now.
Well, regardless, one way or another, also fascinating. This is so cool. As a KOTOR, as an old KOTOR stan, it's cool because just knowing that something like this is still underneath the surface of Taris is just, it's cool. I like it. I do wonder, like, you have the option to just straight up kill him, which is not at all part of your mission, and I'm pretty sure, like, that's gotta be, it's gotta be one of those class decisions that makes the least amount of sense out of everything. The whole point is you learn this healing ritual to go heal all these Jedi Masters, but then the dark side option gives you the option to kill them. There's no way the story could progress with you going around killing all these Jedi that you were supposed to be healing. Like, it just doesn't make fucking sense.
I was watching the reactor readouts. We lived to fight another day, thanks to you. So, is Tyken dead?
Master Tyken has been freed from his illness. He's on his way back to Tython.
What? Are you sick in the head, too? How could you let him go after what he did?
Don't Republic soldiers swear to defend the innocent? Tyken is a victim, as much as your men were.
The difference being, Tyken's still breathing. I got Eris's checkpoint signal. You're careful about keeping your own people alive, I see. Oh, while you were gone, Master Sio Bakarn contacted me. He's waiting to hear from you.
The Council will want a full report on this.
Don't take your eye off Tyken. You let him live, you're responsible for whatever he does next. Good hunting, Jedi.
I mean, I know, obviously, it's because, you know, they don't want anyone in the Republic to know that Jedi Masters can be controlled in that way by Sith, and I understand it, but, you know, it's not that easy. Alright, so negative 2065 608. Okay, so they're in the bonus series starts in the hangar, just like it did on Balmora. That makes that easy. Alright, let's see. We got some mail. Master, you on par. My dear student, my mind grows clear by the day. Sayo told me about your deeds in Coruscant. This shielding technique came at a great cost to you, and the Noeticons is a precious gift, but so is your life. Be careful not to overstress yourself. I write because I gathered a number of materials to assist your training on Tython. My illness and your unique circumstances meant that they went unused. I send them now in the hope that they will be of use to you in Kaizen. Remember, completing the trials marks a waypoint on your journey as a Jedi, not the end. I must rest. Please be safe. My thoughts go with you both. She sent 223 credits. A little while ago, you helped us with a dispute regarding property rights, something going back a few centuries to when human and non-human relations on Taris were ugly, to put it mildly. I want to let you know what happened since. Word spread that you favored the non-human, so angry messages poured in from across the Republic. We also had a reporter in the other day, and people are starting to discuss it in the street. Not pushing and shoving discussions, but real, actual talks. I'm just a grunt. I don't have a clue if this will end with an official government apology and offers to restitution, or if it'll just fade away. But it's in the open now, and that has to be a good thing. 253 credits. Again, I didn't side with either party. Dr. Death's Claw says hi. Oh, this is the guy with the rat ghoul thing. Remember that time you shot your way into the Deathclaw's pirate camp and met the local medic? Remember how he convinced you not to subject his patients to a horrible rat ghouly death by stealing the vaccine? That was me. How's things with you? I wasn't always the Deathclaw, you know. I won't give you a whole sob story, but I'm here now because these guys took me in. They're my brothers. Brothers who are jerks. True, but jerks deserve a chance too. Anyway, I owe you. There's talk of pulling out of Taris, and I hope it happens. You ever find yourself in the wrong place and need to get patched up, let me know. Well, we will see. I'm sure there will be. What do you have to say now? Good hunting ground. Yeah, well, it's a good hunting ground for us to get hunted on. Who am I supposed to be talking to? Strom.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt, but the governor needs to speak with you right away.
Ah, it's good to finally speak with you. I'm Governor Suresh, the overseer of the Taris Reconstruction Project. Rat-ghoul attacks in the wilderness have reached epidemic proportions. Our expedition teams are in danger of being completely wiped out. The scientists and workers on those teams are critical to our plans to expand across Taris. If they can't finish their work, our entire project will fall apart.
Aren't there security forces to protect these people?
Of course. And their numbers are dwindling rapidly. Everyone working in that wilderness has lost friends and comrades. They're frightened and losing hope quickly. I need you to rekindle that hope. To show our people that no enemy is too powerful to overcome.
Let's get to work. Sounds like there's a lot to do.
The team leads are at Bridgick's Run. It was a top-notch swoop track before the Sith attacked.
A speeder will take you out once you're ready. When you land, find my agent Vilo. He'll be your guide. Hundreds of lives and millions of credits were sacrificed to bring us to this point. Do whatever it takes. Our project cannot fail.
Again, though, for another garbagey, like, you have a better chance of, like, yeah, okay, there's buildings and stuff already here, but the wreckage would have to be cleaned out, fixed, and then you have the rat ghouls and all the other shit. It would be easier to repopulate. It'd be easier to populate a new planet and build, like, Ossus, I think, the one from one of the expansions, where the Jedi are building farms and all kinds of stuff.
Mechanized travel is for official business only.
You've got an easier chance of that. Why didn't I just quick travel? God damn it. You've got an easier chance of that than this planet. Like, there's just not... I just don't feel like it's worth it. Like, you feel like you're trying to, you know, do Terrace some justice because of what happened because of Malik, but can you really... You can't make good on that promise. I wonder if there's any kind of canon or expanded story about Terrace in the future. What the fuck? My Jedi must be tired. She's swerving. But I wonder if there's something that kind of says if anything ever became of Terrace, or if it just stayed a wilderness graveyard with, I mean, essentially a plague that you shouldn't ever want to step foot on. Like, I don't even think anything here could be worth it, even if there's, like, treasure to find or, you know, money to be made. This is one of the few places where it cannot be worth it. Just like, you know, it can't be worth taking a fucking speeder. I can't even take speeders out to those places. Can I?
Reminder. Mechanized travel is for official business only.
I can. Why
Be
didn't
safe out there.
Just fucking let me go there then?
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
Okay, so I couldn't quick travel there, but I could have quick traveled here and then just taken the speeder. This game can be dumb at times. I love this game. I give it credit for what it is and what it has done and accomplished, but stupid shit like that's like, why? Yeah, I haven't discovered it yet. Okay, well. If it was a thing where I had to make the trip there myself because it's an undiscovered area, fine. But if I can still ride the speeder there when it's undiscovered, that's not fine. Oh, I remember this part. I remember this area. I am not fond.
The governor sent us plenty of help already. Volunteers, mercs, even Jedi. And they're all dead or working on it. I'm not watching the body count go any higher. We're pulling out. ASAP. You want to help? Help us load up for evac.
It's natural to feel afraid, Major. But don't let that blind you to hope.
I'm no coward, Jedi. I've got lives to save. If you want to get yourself eaten or turned into a monster, go right ahead. Anything and anyone that isn't packed when we leave is meat. Your choice.
Ni at umpampa, boshura moki. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose alatuta.
We won't let all this work go to waste, Philo.
Kafsta undile, jigo hola lokuta. Mijusku ba flota lista.
I always feel weird looking at or talking with Rhodians because they... God, stop hitting the wrong button. They just seem so weird. Like, their head shape and everything is just odd, but the way their eyes are designed, they're kind of cool looking. Just not the rest of their head. Plus, they're definitely like a scaly species with like almost like snake skin.
This is not a grooming behavior. That's tool use at the very least.
I know that, and you know that. I'm just saying neither the university nor the garrison... Never mind, we have company.
Hi, I'm Mola Haxtor. This is Professor Vraal. We're applied xenozoologists. Could you settle something for us?
I'm sorry, xenozoologist?
We study alien life forms. On Taris, that pretty much means rak ghouls.
Come look at this. We implanted a recording device in a rat ghoul and released him. This image is from the footage of his warren. It looks like a new species of rat ghoul. Taller, meaner, dominates normal rats. And when it was being recorded,
It reached over and shut the transmitter off.
You seem afraid that they're sentient. That's the larger threat.
Exactly. I told you it wasn't so hard, Vral. This is why we need someone, you, to find our rat ghoul and extract his recording device. Besides the obvious academic prestige, it is essential that the Republic find out how dangerous this new species is.
That's all I needed to hear.
Thank you. Obviously, the footage and your life are top priority. Find the rack, kill the rack, grab the camera.
And run.
Be careful. It's extremely unlikely this species evolved since the bombardment. Either it was under extreme pressure to diverge, or it had help.
I like how he's basically like, and run. Stop it. Alright. See, this one's weird, though, because the Balmora one, he was like, hey, help these guys. And he gave me 4 dudes to talk to with 4 quests. This is not doing that. So hopefully I'm doing this properly. Like I said, I would like to get this done in one go. I think I'm just supposed to be killing rat ghouls here. Yep. Well, that wasn't what I meant to do, but... I'm just glad the first batch we started a fight with decided to have the camera. It's like, alright, well, I'll take that and run. It almost feels like if they really wanted to revive Taris, what they needed to do is straight up just, for fuck's sake. What they really needed to do was just have an extermination squad come through. Dude, fuck off. And wipe out all the rat ghouls first. That way, that way it'd be one less thing for them to have to worry about.
You're back. Let's queue up that footage and see the rat ghouls.
Calm down, Mola. I think some thanks are in order.
Yes, of course. We'd never go into the Warrens, even with an escort. This wouldn't have happened without you.
If the rat ghouls are a danger, they must be confronted.
If this works out, we'll be sure to credit you in the Journal of Sentientology.
Mola, how about phrasing it like, Tarisian colonists probably all owe you their lives?
You don't think that's more abstract?
I'll upload the footage. Let's talk after we've looked it over.
I was gonna say, sounds like we leveled up in the middle of that cutscene.
The new species has a lair that looks like an ex-power plant. And it's got, get this, crude recent construction.
Mola, the fact that they can build a ladder is the least of our worries. Day 2, minute 11. One of the new species pushes away the others in order to get at a food source.
But he pushes them without touching them. It's very clear there is no contact.
The new species can use the Force.
The Order will want to know of this, as well as a great many scientists.
We'll publish our findings soon enough. But right now, we have greater concerns.
We don't know if just one of the new species is Force sensitive or all of them. If it's all of them, the garrison is considering evacuation.
This is the largest threat facing Taris. We need eyes in that Rakghoul lair.
I will risk it to protect the colonies.
All right. The lair you want is deep in Rakghoul territory. Some of the power plant structure is still recognizable. I'll fit you with a transmitter so we can see what you see. Get close enough to film the creatures, but if one notices you, do what you have to do.
Oh, I'll do what I have to do, alright. It ain't gonna be pretty. See, I don't remember this. I swear I remember something about the... I really feel like I remember there being something about the origin of the Rakghoul virus and it having to do with the Sith. I don't remember where that came from, though. However, I don't remember there being Rakghouls who could use the Force. That I definitely don't remember. We're gonna be skipping past as many of these as possible. I don't think they're all gonna follow us in. A lot of them did. No bonus though. Still gotta kill my way through. Oh, come on! I went the wrong damn way for nothing. What did you want? Yeah, scorekeeper, strength, wisdom. Kinda getting sick of hearing about it, honestly. Yeah, there's no bonus, so... I just need to know which way to go. There's a Datacron up there. How would you get to that? Can't really get to the pipe. I don't know. I'm not gonna bother with it though. I hunted all the Datacrons on my main character. I'm not really interested in doing that again. And they've added more since then, so I'll have to go and explore to get the Datacrons for the newer planets. But again, I'm only doing that shit once. Maybe one day I'll get around to doing that on all of my tunes, but I highly doubt it. Maybe I've done it more than once. I may have done it on... Because basically, I have 4 main characters. I have my Bounty Hunter, which is my original main. Yeah, the Berserker. These are the ones that can use the Force. Let's see, I have my main bounty hunter. Did I say Net Ghoul? Net Ghoul Nightmare. I wonder what the difference is between the Net Ghoul and the Net Ghoul Nightmare. Trying to make sure I interrupt it every chance I can. Find the holocron. Oh yeah, so they were learning from a holocron.
Approach. I am Bayon Siyu of the Sanage Temple.
Hey, you! The one who killed the Net Ghoul! Open the lock! This holocron is crazy!
Calm yourself. I am incapable of madness. Madness is internal chaos, and there is no chaos, only harmony.
Before I open that door, maybe you want to tell me who's in there.
He is the Jedi Knight Denajor. He came here seeking battle with the Net Ghouls.
Of course I did! Anyone could sense the darkness here, and you, old man, are the source!
Dana misunderstands. The Net Ghouls became Force-sensitive and activated me. I have taught them, but only to help them master themselves. Had he not invaded their territory, my lessons would have sunk in better.
How can you justify teaching predators the Force?
Humans are predators, as are Twi'leks, Togruta, and other sentients. Net Ghouls also can choose their path.
He keeps saying that, but he's been trying to teach them manners for years. It won't work. There are hundreds of rat ghouls and net ghouls in the deep warrens by the reactor. They can't be allowed to live.
Revenge is not the Jedi way, Dana. Your plan will create ruin and poison.
The creatures are dangerous, but I would hear both sides.
He wishes you to use that control panel to fire the reactor and lower its shielding. What you plan is mass murder. No thinking creature deserves to die a lingering death from radiation. There are alternatives.
They were born of dark side sorcery. They cannot change.
It merely requires time, which I have. They cannot harm me. Leave me here with them, and seek death no more.
If they can think and choose, they can learn. Reach them if you can. We will go.
Your trust will not be forgotten. Now free this man.
I am free, but they live unpunished. If I can't give justice to their victims, what will I do?
Return to the Jedi. Tell them they can't invade this place like you did.
Yes. No one can enter here in hate. They will be fed upon, as you were. You are a remarkable person not to give in to instinct. A lesson these Net Ghouls must also learn. It may be generations, but what is done with the dark can be undone by the light. One day, they will walk on Taris as humans do.
Professor Vral here. We got everything recorded. Good work. We heard the plan. We'll keep watch on the site. Now, clear out of there before something hears all this talking.
Yeah, that sounds smart, doesn't it? Oh, we got 2 new abilities. Mind Crush. So that is... okay. It immediately heals. Okay, so... No. There we go. Oh my god, can I stop pressing the wrong button? I'm gonna quick travel out of here. Wait, it's just a mission board? What the hell? Well, that makes the Balmora one at least feel a little more genuine. Insane. I think there should be, well, it's the bonus series, so it wouldn't even, it's not even part of the main planet quest. But, like, how cool would it be to address, like, who this Jedi was? And, hell, there may be more to him. Nothing a little Google search won't confirm. Although Google can be ridiculously unreliable. I know people are like, just Google it. I've tried doing that, and even if you're as specific as can be, it can still be fucking useless.
Commander! Commander! Damn! Who are you? What's happened here?
I'm a Jedi, but as for what happened, I'm as lost as you are.
Well, you're a Jedi. That means I can trust you, right? This whole thing, it's all wrong. This wasn't supposed to happen. How did I get stuck cleaning up the Republic's old messes? These men were here to deactivate bombs that the Republic gave to a Taurus street gang 300 years ago during the Sith occupation. The bombs were meant to empower a revolt, but the Sith killed that idea when they decided to destroy the planet.
Why did they destroy the planet?
The Holos say they were trying to prevent the Jedi Bastila Shan from escaping. Typical Sith overkill. We didn't realize that the bombs withstood the planet's destruction until one of our scientific expeditions was inadvertently blown up. I don't know who I angered, but it fell to me to ensure that the remaining bombs were deactivated. These commandos were my last shot. Please, you've survived out there. You have to help me.
The Jedi way is to serve.
Thank you. You'll be saving lives, not to mention my job.
I feel like the mere mention of Bastila should have given some kind of a little bit of a bonus dialogue for the consular, you know, considering we spoke with Bastila in the Noeticon. I really hope those things weren't destroyed. I'd like for them to be part of the story for longer than they were. I'll be kind of annoyed if it was just for that one part and then that little Sithy asshole just destroys them. Of course, there's got to be something to fight, right? That happened right away. Okay, so I think I know. I need to. Yeah. Oh, this is like telekinetic wave is the same equivalent of. It must be the equivalent of like chain lightning. Yeah, I definitely need to find the time to organize all my ability bars for all my characters. Because I am not super familiar with playing the consular, but if I can play the consular exactly the same way as playing the sorcerer, I will have a much, much simpler time. I'm glad these things are docile because sometimes it's nice to just be able to run up, complete your objective, and fuck off. Granted, the people that play this and just spacebar through everything for that I don't understand, but that's not my problem.
The last of the active bombs just disappeared from the grid. I can't thank you enough.
You're most welcome.
You've saved countless lives, and for that, I'm grateful.
See, now this has us going from place to place, running around doing shit, but at least it's telling us where the fuck to go and who to talk to. Yep, okay. Tried to jump over it and we got pushed away. What the fuck was that about?
3, 2...
Damn it! Shut it off! Shut it off!
Everyone okay? Just a few burns. I'm sorry, sir. We didn't get anything.
Hold still. I'll fix up your hands, but you should see a medic.
Thank you. That does feel better.
We're supposed to get the old city computer systems back online. My team's been soldering hardware for weeks.
Problem is, some of the power systems are still operational. We keep hitting electrical surges, someone's going to get killed.
Engineering Team Gamma was supposed to find the generators and set them to emergency mode, but that ain't happening now.
Gamma can't do the job?
Not without a lot bigger guns than we've been issued.
The generators are outside the safe zone. Area's crawling with rat ghouls and prowlers. Until someone regulates the power, my team can't do a thing. I'm sure you've got your own problems, but if you can lend a hand, don't be shy.
You mean if I don't have any other choice? Oh, look at it. Our boat just clips through the wall. Ah, yeah. Leave me alone. Stop chasing. Alright, let's get the bonus mission for the bonus series. Yeah, that has to be the equivalent of Chain Lightning. Because this is the equivalent of Force Storm. I will just have to figure out where I need to have them on the ability bar so that it's the same. So I have to compare this to, or I have to compare it to my my Jedi, not my Jedi, my main Sith Inquisitor and then also my new Sith Inquisitor to my main Inquisitor. That was my, that's my third That's my third, or my second or third. No, I think it's my second main. So I have my bounty hunter, I have a mercenary bounty hunter. Then I have my lightning sword Sith Inquisitor, and then my Juggernaut tank, my immortal tank, warrior, and then I have a Jedi Knight. Can't remember if he's defense or if he's vigilance. I think he was defense. And the new Jedi Knight that I'm playing is vigilance. Which I gotta admit, both are fun. I did our new warrior as Immortal Juggernaut because I want him to be, you know, this ridiculous tank of a Sith that runs through everything. Like just a Darth Vader wall. And then have my Jedi be a little more offensive. Okay, whoa, where did I fall? What the hell? This place isn't safe, guys.
How's it looking, Imani?
Power readings are stable, sir. No reason we can't go in.
Power generators are reset. And it's you we have to thank, am I right?
It was the least I could do. Your team's taking a risk out here, too.
You've got my thanks at any rate. We should get back to it. We've lost time, and there's still a long way to go before systems integrity is restored.
Pleasure working with you, sir.
Yeah, I don't really know what you'll accomplish with, you know, 300-year-old system, but... Complete suicide mission. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Let me get right on that.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
While we're flying, let's see how much we have left. Let's see. We did that one. Recover the camera, we did that. Investigate the lair, find the missing commandos. Switch the generators to emergency mode. Then there's suicide mission. No, I think that's it. I think this is the last one. Oh, it's just right here.
You boys make me sick. Did you think Taris was beaches and pretty girls? What, working on your tan? We came here to make credits, but the credits aren't here, are they? They're out there.
Is there a problem?
These lazy slugs call themselves mercenaries, but they seem to have developed an allergic reaction to getting paid. We just gotta take a few scans of the sliding plate so the Republic knows it's safe to rebuild. How hard is that? But no, all the retired soldiers, security officers, and bounty hunters in the Republic are no match for readouts on structural damage.
That place is crawling with those Rakghoul things. You saw what happened to Cal.
You're really gonna pass up the most lucrative opportunity of your careers on account of some oversized rats?
Exactly how lucrative would you say this job is?
Lucrative enough. Why? You interested? You take this scanning device out to the big sliding plate and bring back the data, and I'll give you the majority cut. If the money on offer is any indication, the Republic needs this data badly, and I ain't leaving empty-handed. You boys make me sick. Did you think Terrace was beaches and pretty girls? What, working on your tan? We came here to make credits, but the credits aren't here, are they? They're out there.
Is there a problem?
These lazy slugs call themselves mercenaries, but they seem to have developed an allergic reaction to getting paid. We just gotta take a few scans of the sliding plate so the Republic knows it's safe to rebuild. How hard is that? But no, all the retired soldiers, security officers, and bounty hunters in the Republic are no match for readouts on structural damage.
That place is crawling with those Rakghoul things. You saw what happened to Cal.
You're really gonna pass up the most lucrative opportunity of your careers on account of some oversized rats?
Aren't you being a little hard on them?
If these boys can't grow up, they're in the wrong business. But I'm sick of waiting around. You take this scanning device out to the big sliding plate and bring back the data, and I'll give you the majority cut. If the money on offer is any indication, the Republic needs this data badly, and I ain't leaving empty-handed.
Of course I'll do it.
Glad to hear it. And don't let all this talk of Rakghoul scare you. They're blaster fodder.
Okay, so he offers us a cut regardless. I was like, that makes it sound like I just chose the money option, which you can do as either Jedi class, but it doesn't fucking make any sense. Or even like the Sith classes, like why should they care about credits? They should care about power. A good Jedi wouldn't care about either. A dark side Jedi would care about the ability to have more power. So, yeah, that just felt weird. God damn it. Oh, seriously, there's a bonus to kill 30 Rakghouls here. God damn it. I don't want to deal with the big one. I just want to get that done and get that out of the way. Nah, I should have targeted just all three on the left. Flesh-eating Rakghoul. Isn't that all Rakghouls? I mean, when the regular ones die as quickly as they do, and with there being, you know, 5 of them in a group, it makes it a lot easier. What do you mean I'm not? Oh. I was looking at the wrong circle. I feel like the infected troopers don't count. So what does it take for them to actually transform into one? Like Like, what does it take for them to transform versus just being an infected dude? Oh, okay. He died on top of the body of Bones. For some reason, I thought, like, he was being suspended, like Kaizen used a stun or something. I remember these ancient Jedi statues. I don't remember why they're here. I don't believe there was any kind of academy on Terrace. Oh shoot, I need to kill 5 more. I misread. Inventory is full. I don't need you. Not to kill these things, I doubt. There we go. That must have been a bonus mission or something. Not a bonus mission, but like a side quest. Hey, you're just in time. Hopefully this is... Well, no, this is the last one. We know for sure.
Well, what do we have here? Back and with all your limbs, huh? Not frothing at the mouth? Hey, you lazy slugs. Pay attention while I hand your pay over to someone more deserving. You did good work. These scans will be a big boost to the rebuilding effort. And I can finally get these boys back home to their mamas.
You're most welcome.
I probably should have just gone here and then speedered, or quick travel back, but...
Mechanized travel is for official business only.
Oh well. So yep, that was the end. We'll turn this in. We'll get on our ship. Finish that dialogue, and then I've got some stuff to attempt to attend to. I've got plenty of SWTOR stream stuff to go through and finish getting edited and get the stuff finished for hopefully our Halo stuff on Thursday. I don't want to keep pushing it back, but I want to do what I wanted to do. What the hell? That was stupid. It's almost like it has to at least touch the fucking speeder places in between. I don't feel like it physically had to turn towards it, though, and then do a U-turn. Yeah, see, this planet's just... I can't imagine why anybody would want to be here, of all places. Though, to be fair, there's a lot of planets that... They're cool as Star Wars planets, but you wouldn't want to be there or live there. Even Coruscant wouldn't be a great planet unless you lived on the top. That's why I feel like Naboo might be a better place. As long as you weren't there during the events of Phantom Menace. And possibly during the Empire's reign.
We heard the good news.
The governor wishes to...
The governor wishes to congratulate you herself. You've done some truly incredible work for Terrace. Every last person here is in your debt.
We all have a responsibility to help restore what the Sith have destroyed.
Still, you've taken on a much greater responsibility than most people could. We still have obstacles to face before we can begin our work in earnest. Obstacles that you could help us overcome. When you feel up to doing more to help the Republic here, speak to Bardo. He'll arrange a meeting at my office. Until then, take care.
Been a real pleasure. Thanks again for everything.
But that says the bonus series is complete, so wait. So what else is there? Because isn't this Bardo? This is Bardo. But that's not... What did I just get? This thing. So, better pants, yep. And a relic. Wow. Not everything can be worthwhile. See, I feel like you can do these daily. I don't know what the thing is with Bardo. I might come back after the stream and see if there's any kind of... That has to be for doing dailies, right? Because it specifically says...
Welcome to Terrace. I'm Governor Suresh. On behalf of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for joining us in this historic project. For your safety, please do not travel beyond the military-secured safe zone outside the settlement. This world and our work here will shine as a beacon of hope to all of the Republic. But first, we have many obstacles to overcome. Together, we stand taller than any obstacle. Let's get to work. Together.
How safe is it really at the fucking military zone either? Like, come on. I mean, one rat ghoul gets in, and if they're not careful, the whole place is gone.
Congratulations for your hard work on Terrace. This must have been difficult for you. Master Tychon has already contacted me. A team is on its way to bring him before the Republic courts.
Master Tychon deserves an advocate. None of this was his fault.
True, but unfortunately we cannot let word of the plague become public. Still, for such a notable Jedi to fall so far, plague or not.
Before he was healed, Master Tychon spoke of a Lord Vivicar.
Lord Vivicar. I don't recognize the name. We must begin researching this at once. Unfortunately, our Master Anar Shaddaa is still missing. If Lord Vivicar is responsible, you may be our only hope.
Yeah, we'll go to Nar Shaddaa after this. Well, not after this, but, you know, tomato. We got a blue lightsaber. That's not our color. Alright, I think Kaizen has some stuff he wants to yak. Let's get that out of the way real quick.
Garnis hisak nak onas. Skuvjer tras. Korga keran. Zevren zezek. Yanor forika. Minsk. Bawil beyaga sosis.
From the dark striation on the claw, I'd say this Rancor was male, probably in the prime of his life.
Lohasa mar krix tulama. Morta vrapsak. Doska skores. Shiver skors. Rad oras tajaba. Kur unskala. Oreflexik varjo raunor. Do unskka. Yanor forika. Visa ademo. Rag orant. Rakir urglexis knas.
Such a Rancor wouldn't have gone down easily.
Gurk sasek. Waju lambasarsk. Parsku potrak. Dor nord basruk. I endekrusk. Sankalis. Morta vrapsak. Ringhods ruk sark. Trakva grenok. Gurk krakchos. Ganak slisik jek jask. Ruktar krivo kirben nas. Gorak grades.
We don't hunt the Sith. We protect innocent people from them, and only kill them when necessary.
Dosk janga rasjak. Shiver skorsk. Gus. Zonkalis. Orra. Grel kevs unak raktels. Wok draksrok. Telsk krak.
Oh, that answer was a little too goody two-shoes, even for me, but... Alright. And with that, we're gonna leave it here with Taris. Almost looks like it could be a beautiful planet. Almost. Hopefully Thursday we'll get to start our new Halo playthrough, and then the next week I may or may not take off from SWTOR. I'm not positive. It just depends on what I'm feeling and how prepared I am. I got to get our team prepared on our Pokemon White Nuzlocke. I got to get our team prepared to finalize for Heart Gold and get a new one started. So a lot of preparation to do, and then editing a bunch of other one-off videos in the meantime. So we are going to go ahead and get out of here now, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next stream. Adios.